Since Apex came out this morning, there is still a lot of this show to talk about. Amsterdam is where Ripple is. Is this David Schwartz, Joel Katz, or someone else? On stage for the first time, Joel Katz, better known as David Schwartz, joined Brad Garlinghouse. They did a great job. We will also talk about two important Apex releases and look at the future of the market in Bitcoin. It looks like the bleeding is over. There are signs that the market is getting better. Will this keep going? The XRP system, the bridge to EC20, the new plans, and whether this is just a dead cat bounce before going back down will all be talked about. This time we're going in a different direction because the road has a small curve, and I have plans for that. Don't worry, just relax and jump in at Bitcoin $67,900, which is 3% more than the day before. The 24-hour chart for Ethereum shows that it is flat at 3,542, and USDC and XRP are both right where I want them to be in terms of their dollar pegs. XRP is down, but it's still 48 cents. On the hourly chart, 69% of the samples had some life up to 0.42 in the last 24 hours, but that number dropped by almost 30% over the last 90 days. $2 trillion or $59 billion worth of $9 billion worth of cryptocurrencies are traded on the market every day. I want to thank all of you for your support. For everyone who has bought a cups, they are personalized just for them and sent anywhere in the world. In other words, it depends on where you are and how long it will take to get your CFF, since customs can be a pain sometimes. When things start to come in, it normally takes between 5 and 10 days to get delivered. Yesterday, we did add these 40-ounce grave tumblers. Even though I like the Stanley better, we put the Bitcoin cup in the XRP 40. We also bought the XRP 30, which comes in a huge range of colors and styles. The Chainlink cup and the Solana cup are my personal favorites. They are both beautiful to look at and would make great gifts. Since this bull run cost us a lot of money, why not use a safe cryptocurrency? He came at someone, I asked, what are your goals? When he says, to be honest, I just want to hold your Bitcoin longs. More than 60,000 if you go long on Bitcoin. When can we start making money and then cut back? Since we want to go from $90 to $100,000, make sure that his bankruptcy doesn't drop below $60,000. Given that the next rise is more likely and likely to be 20 to 30,000 points higher, there is no reason to sell high and buy back low. Pullbacks are also more likely to be sideways than anything else. Does he mean that he doesn't think Bitcoin will ever go below $60,000? I agree. The goals we set have been met, so I believe the bottom has been reached and the next move up will be very, very tough. Increase, which I think will happen very quickly. Because of this, if you take a long course, you should be able to hit 90 to 100,000. It must be coming with it. Will that happen a lot or just once before the end of the year? Most likely it will come earlier than most people think, maybe in the summer. I think they made people afraid, which affected the markets. They gave us that small drop because so many other people were being greedy. Different people have very different ideas and thoughts about cryptocurrency. Many people have said that the bull market is over, even though their favorite altcoin hasn't hit its peak yet. That doesn't look like Target recalls who we were at first, and I think the case at all is that 160,000 on Bitcoin is the deal. Estimating between $100 and $130 and going as high as $160 was an option, but based on the information we have now, it is set in stone. We now want Bitcoin to do better. Brad Jin can still see these markets bringing in more than $5 trillion before the end of the year. This is where everything begins. 80% of the people who own Bitcoin ETFs, according to documents filed with the Secretary, are institutional investors. Here are 80 of those owners. This is just the start. A huge number of other schools will still do the same. A lot of other countries are starting to accept Thailand. I think finally passed laws that let an ETF for Bitcoin be made, which means that big money from all over the world will start dealing in cryptocurrency. In this way, the market value will rise from $7 trillion to $10 trillion, and it already has. Brad Garlinghouse, David Schwartz, and I are sharing the stage for the first time. As we sit at 2 and a 2, you can see how your favorite currencies might go up in value. Thank you for your important information at Apex XRP Ledger 2024. What was going to come out, the man was there. David was in the middle of the stage, and what did they say that was really good? They talked about the stable's name and the coin. It's called RLUSD, as we already know. Hey, its name is Realist. Pay attention. Okay, so we know what the spread is called. It is safe to use the RLUSD as money. It's real money for me. We're very pleased with this, and as I've said many times, I want to draw attention to the Ripleyist. We think this is a very nice thing to say. What the XRP EOS system does is important, but we also always think about how to make sure that XRP is good for all of us. As David said this morning, having more cash on the network, and to be honest, better on and off ramps is good for everyone. It doesn't take anything away from you. So now we have this, and you have the real USD. I can't wait to do this, give updates on the XRP Ledger sidechain EVM. This will have many benefits and can be used in many ways. It is meant for the XRP Ledger in this post. It's great that the XRP Ledger now works with Ethereum virtual machines thanks to the launch of the XRP Ledger EVM sidechain. The Ripple technical team is working with Prism to make it easier for systems to talk to each other, create new possibilities, and settle on real-world assets. They are mostly worried about making sure that the XRP Ledger EVM sidechain with wrapped XRP is safe and that users can use it without any problems. As the native asset, a smooth and safe bridging asset is our top concern. It is being moved to the Axel network because of its strong security, efficiency, and ability to handle transactions across chains. It's huge that Axel is ready for production and has been tried in battle. You can choose Axels as the main bridge to go over XRP as a need for currency to the XRP Ledger EV side chain. Our only goal is to improve security and follow Axel's decentralized approach, as well as the XLS3A cross-chain bridge. A strong validator network makes sure that the bridge is safe and reliable, which protects both the users and the network. The amendment we were waiting to vote on is now M. That bridge was meant to be the first one. Thinks that moving to the EVM chat side of things might have been good for consumer chains. It will still be possible to vote for Ripple's LL, but it will be harder to use. The verifier will vote no until the team can confirm the feature with specifics. I'd like to talk more about a certain use case because the creator asked the team to be open to feedback. XLS3.8 will not happen right now. We don't need it though, because we're past that point and won't have to test again to get this passed and voted on. Instead, they are just going onto a network for battle that is ready to start production right away. This is the environment itself. It is a tool for Web3 applications to work together. OpenStack lets you use and build anywhere on all blockchains with just one click. Scroll down to see all of their projects that help the environment. In fact, I just got some feedback from the city. Deutsche Bank, MasterCard, and other companies list cross-chain operations on their white papers. This graph shows all the other ecosystems. There are about 2 million transactions worth a total $8 billion. Each transaction is worth an average of $4,500, and there are 730 GMP contracts. XRP hasn't been shown yet because it's not live or being used. Between Bas and Polygon, there is an Ethereum BNB. 64 chains have already been linked together. Many of the hard hits are already in this, and we're getting a straight bridge into it. If you missed yesterday's video, we talked about the XRP chart in both of them. Now we'll look at the XRP to Bitcoin dominance chart. Instead of the dominance picture, say XRP. So if the Bitcoin picture just lines up the last two bull runs with where we are now and what we want to happen, you can see that the money will be in this red box when we talk about when it comes. Given the big moves that have made XRP rise, it would be smarter to put your money into that instead of Bitcoin. We are in a very dangerous position. At that point, when the picture lines up, money will start to move out of Bitcoin. They know that the price is going to go up, and they think that Bitcoin has already tried everything. We're almost ready to take a huge leap into XRP. We squished into that box, and we're about to go all the way inside. This doesn't mean that this will happen tomorrow just because we are in it now.